Hey, welcome back to another video. Today this is my duty gun. This is a P365xl with a Romeo red dot on it. I am in administration, so I do not need to carry a giant duty belt all the time. And this is the weapon that I carry on a daily basis. And I'm very grateful for that because it is very tiny, very light, so it's very little wear and tear on my joints and hips and stuff. Really cool. I love these guns. You know, I've got a big hand. Look at how that thing fits in my hand. So, cool guns. So this is manufactured by Sig Sauer. It's got a 3-inch barrel. Overall, it's 6.6 inches. 12 round capacity, standard. This is what it comes with, a 12 rounder. But you can get 15 plus 1, so you can get an extended magazine, put 15 plus 1 in there. It weighs 20.7 ounces. The factory trigger is set at 7 pounds, but you can modify that down to 4 pounds, and 4 pounds is nothing. While we play with it, let's just make sure that it's empty, right? Bam, it's empty. I know it, you know it, we know it, but we don't have a magazine in there either. You can see right through there. So typically when I'm doing these videos and I've got these guns out and I'm showing them, I've checked them, double checked them. Sometimes you'll see me pull out a full magazine, and that's not going to be a gun that I'm messing around with. I'll just pull the magazine out, but I've always double and triple checked them. You're never going to see anything in the chamber. And if so, hopefully if we do, it'll be when I'm jacking the thing back and it flies out and I go, ooh, I didn't know that. But at least we always observe the rules of firearm safety and check weapons, right? Also, this is a striker fired weapon. So striker fired weapon is a little bit different than a hammer fired weapon. Striker fired, that firing pin is always to the rear with tension on it. So when you need to pull a trigger, it's ready to rock and roll. As far as width-wise, it's about an inch. From here to here, it's about an inch. So she is tiny. All right, so it comes with a rail. I think due to the 1.1 inch diameter though, you need to get like a special light to put on the rail. Standard lights are not gonna fit right on there. The barrel is made of carbon steel. The remainder of the firearm is made of stainless steel. It's got a nitron finish on the slide, and it comes optic ready. Price range from these, I don't know if you guys are picking that up, but someone's smoke detector's going off, and it's not mine. And I don't smell smoke, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Mine go off when I cook bacon. So my place always smells like bacon. Okay, so comes optic ready. I looked at cash price with these things, about $6.99 to about $1,000, so about a G note for one of these things. I have had this for maybe 2 years now. I can tell you, you could shoot steel 25 yards, no problem on the red dot. Red dot, like I've said before, takes a good shooter and makes them a very good shooter. It makes a very good shooter a great shooter, and I'm in the bottom rung of that. So I'm a mediocre shooter, and it just makes me a little bit better than mediocre. I think we can pick up the red dot. I've got in there, jacked it up to its highest brightness. So I'm gonna spin this around, and I think the camera will be able to pick this thing up. Let me just find it. Takes a second. There it is. So there are the red dots. So that's the only thing funky with these things, is when you first get them, you got to learn to find the red dot. But there is a little trick I learned in NAM about finding the red dot, and here it is. So when I bring this thing up and I'm ready to go, all I do is I look just over my sights, and the red dot's always there. Cool thing about these red dots, it's going to go right where you put it. So I love, now I can use my offhand. So my left hand, I'm right hand dominant. I can use my left hand and I can shoot a perfect score with my offhand, which is Guys, you know that's like really something really cool, because I used to throw my offhand at the range. We had to do 3 offhand, and I'd be like, hit, line, off the paper. So now they're all on the paper. Oh, so getting back to this beauty, I can tell you from carrying it, from qualifying with it, a lot of range time with it, it's great. I have one of these personally without the red dot. I do not really carry it on a regular basis. I carry another one, but great carry guns. I would carry it. Very light. You can get an extended mag. And they make a bunch of variations. If you go on to like the Sig website, there's like probably 5 or 6 or more of different configurations of this weapon. Red dot wise, so I am lucky enough, Sig is in my backyard. My police department has the Sig Sauer Academy, so they are very friendly to us. We have a great relationship, and I've been very fortunate to do a lot of training up there with some of the best. And what they've done is they're like the pioneers with these red dots. So when I first got this, I was like scared. I was like, oh, do we touch this thing? Then you go there, and they literally use this to rack the gun. Rack it off of trucks. They rack it, their red dots, off of everything. So it's cool if you get one of these. If you get injured, we're teaching cops. You get injured, you can rack it off your belt, you can rack it off the bottom of your boot, or like I said, find an inanimate object. I've got a table. I can rack it off my table, grabbed a bunch of deer fur. So that is the 365xl in a nutshell. Let me break this bad boy apart real quick because it is super simple. Like all of these, you do this way. I'm gonna push this back. Oh, it's tough to do lefty. Put the slide lock back. I'm gonna roll that thing forward. And you can roll that forward. I'm gonna release this. I'm gonna pull the trigger. And it's gonna come apart. We got these 2 pieces. We got the frame, we got the slide. Take your recoil spring out. And your barrel. And that's it, good to go. Goes right back in that order. Barrel, slide. Get in there. Recoil spring. Back in there. That looks a little rusted, don't look at it. Frame, slide, mate those up, push it back, and that's it. Good to go, function test it. Yep, good to go. So, if you're thinking about a cool little carry gun, I can tell you can't go wrong here. I love this thing, but this is also a department issue weapon for me, so even better, it's a freebie. I'll get to carry this for a while. I don't think I'm gonna be switching out anytime soon, so I'm looking forward to many years of carrying this thing, and I'm looking forward to making some more videos. So let me cut this one now, and let me get working on the next one. All right, thank you for the support.